You're watching a segment of The Splash, Greater West Bloomfield's news magazine show.
The West Bloomfield Fire Department is one of the many emergency service organizations that Greater West Bloomfield relies on to keep the area safe. But what they do goes well beyond fighting fires. Splash reporter Tyler Kieft has the story.
When you think about a fire department, you may consider groups of people in uniform rushing into a burning building or putting out an inferno. But the West Bloomfield Fire Department goes beyond the basics of firefighting to serve the community, focusing much of their energy on community outreach and preventative education.
Fire is only about 2% of what we do as firefighters. So the word fire department is kind of an old word that maybe needs to be updated in the real scheme of things, because it's the little part of what we do. We participate in a ton of community events at different synagogues and churches throughout the community. We'll be at the hospital for their preparathon and for their meetings. We hold a summit with the nursing homes.
West Bloomfield firefighters take pride in building relationships with the people that they serve and use those bonds to educate us on how we can prevent fires. Some would even argue that it is the most important part of what they do.
It's extremely important. We don't do a lot. We don't fight a lot of fires in West Bloomfield. I don't have an exact number for you, but we don't fight a lot of fires, and we help them realize that if there is a fire, that with the smoke alarm, getting out and going, getting out of the fire, and give them information of saying, get out of the fire, go to a place that's safe.
One of the biggest things we do in reaching out is the program that we have here, which is our fire safety smokehouse. We've got a dedicated crew of guys that put a ton of time, and usually time on their days off, to come in and go to the schools and get through. We try to get through the entire third grade. We try to work with some of the churches in the area and community groups and the synagogues and get out as much as we can.
As a result, the community forms bonds with the brave men and women who dedicate their lives to protecting them.
If we're in the neighborhoods on a call and there's an emergency, they see those guys that they deal with at the school and that they see at their community events, and then they feel a little more comfortable coming up to us and talking to us and know that that's kind of, there's a relationship there rather than just some unknown group of guys coming in.
If we're out in the community, we will talk to people all the time. People come up when we do our own shopping and our own cooking, and people come up and just ask us what we're cooking, how we're cooking it, what we're having for dinner, and we just open a line of communication that way. And then we go to a scene. If we go to an emergency scene, we try very hard not to be rude. We try very hard not to be domineering. We try very hard to let the family know that we still care about our patients. We still care about the fire scene. We still care about their children. We work very hard to keep that open line of communication. And I believe with doing that it does build some trust.
It's through strong relationships and a commitment to education and outreach that the West Bloomfield Fire Department protects Greater West Bloomfield. And that is its strongest pride. Reporting for The Splash, I'm Tyler Kieft.
And for more information on how you can reach out to the West Bloomfield Fire Department, visit civiccentertv.com/firefighters.
Thanks for watching a segment of The Splash. To catch the entire show or other segments, watch us on Comcast Channel 15 or AT&T Channel 99, or look us up online at thesplash.tv and listen to us on WBLD 89.3, the all-new Lakes FM.